about to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Nurse Harris 5 coming back to you with another nursing video. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. If you don't know me, my name is Wazavia is my name. I'm an RN with my bachelor's degree, so I have a BSN. I am a critical care nurse in ICU, which is the cardiovascular unit. And I'm also a vascular lab procedural circulating nurse. I have been a nurse for 3 years now, and because of the experience that I have had in such intense areas, I have a lot of experience. But to get into the video, I'm gonna do pretty much a get ready with me type style video, and then I'm gonna do my pros and cons. As far as nursing, what I like and what I dislike. So stay tuned if you want to keep watching. All right, so I always start off by using the Too Faced lip injection and cream because I like for my lips to have like this pouty look. My lips are already big, but my top lip is kind of smaller than my bottom, so I'm kind of want them to look a little pouty, but I've been doing this for years, but that's that. So first I'm gonna start off by doing my eyebrows. So I'm gonna conceal. I already know, kind of spoolie them up, like use a spoolie and brush them all up. And then I'm gonna go under them first, and then I'll draw them in. So I'm gonna go ahead and line or carve out my brows a little. My eyebrows need to be waxed, but I'm trying not to wax them right now because I want them to grow out more because they're not thick enough. My eyebrows are very, very thick, and I let someone new arch my eyebrows, and they took a lot of my eyebrows off, and I like my eyebrows thicker than this. So I'm trying to let them grow back, so I'm not trying to arch. So I'm gonna try to use a lot of concealer to try to mask some of this hair that's under it because I don't want to arch my eyebrows at all right now, really wax or whatever it is. So get into the video. Pros and cons about nursing. One of my pros for nursing is that nursing degree will take you all over the world. You can literally use your nursing degree in anywhere, any place, anytime. Say for instance, if your husband, like my husband, because I'm married, my husband's job just uproots him and say, hey, we're closing down this spot, but we want you to come run this spot. If I wanted to, I could get my degree, could go wherever he is. There is a nursing job. There is a nursing job there. So that's one of the pros about nursing. You can literally go anywhere in the world and use your degree. Anywhere. So that's one of the pros of nursing. These pros are pretty much why I kind of chose nursing, because of that. And I have to get another video about what really just drove me to go back to nursing school, because it was like a start and stop process for me. But that is one of the reasons why I chose nursing. Another pro of nursing is you can really apply the knowledge that you learn in nursing school and far as being a nurse over the years to your home life, to your family life. For example, for me, when I graduated from nursing school, my son got diagnosed with CKD stage 3. And if you're a nurse, or if you don't know what that is, it's chronic kidney disease stage 3, which came out of the blue. It's a long story of how it happened, how he got diagnosed, but it came after I got out of school. I'm gonna carve my brows out with the e.l.f. It's in the medium. I told you I don't keep nothing clean. You can apply the knowledge that you learn out of nursing school anywhere. anybody, anywhere. It's going to ask you questions. You can help your family when in need. It's a great degree. And just me having the knowledge that I have now, as far as being a nurse, I can kind of, help with things as far as my kid, like if he get an infection, because, he has CKD stage 3, so he's more prone to infections. And if he's dehydrated, anything, I can pretty much know the symptoms, the signs and symptoms, and I can do stuff to prevent it at home. Like my dad, he has heart problems. He can let me know what's going on with him, what kind of meds he is. I can tell him the meds. I can tell him the side effects. I can tell him when he need to take it, how he need to take it, what he's gonna feel, different stuff like that. So it's just having that degree and being able to help your family is amazing too. Let's see. Another pro is, you just have a purpose in life. You know your purpose in life. Like, some people struggle with knowing what they're going to do in life, what they're here for on this earth, why God made them. Like, what is your purpose in life? And I always wanted to know what's my purpose in life. Like, what am I going to do with my life? Why am I here? And just having a nursing degree has helped me do that. And my purpose in life is to help people, is to try to make people feel better, is to try to save them. Is That's my purpose in life. To care, to give, to hold, to be compassionate, be sympathetic. It's just empathy. It's I don't know. That's my purpose in life. And I'm keep going over these brows. Jesus. I don't know, y'all. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my brows, because my brows are never twins. They're always sisters. My brows are always sisters. Anybody else have that problem? Like, their brows are always sisters. They're never twins. Always. But yeah. But that was another pro. Okay. Now I'm going to get the concealer again and carve out the top of my brow. Because I really never draw under my brow, because I feel like that is a little too thick for me. I always conceal under and then draw top wise and then carve it back out. So that's what I'm doing now with that same concealer. My brows are so hard to do. For me to do in front of people, because they take me so long, and I'm trying not to do that today. I'm trying not to take long to do them, but it takes me so long to do my brows. It's a certain way I like them. But yeah, if you nursing will help you find your purpose in life. And it's quite funny that I say that, because we was talking about that in church, like when Jacob was trying to find his purpose in life. He was renamed Israel. But yeah, trying to find your purpose in life, nursing really has helped do that. So that's another pro of being a nurse. And if you're not compassionate, if you don't want to help people, if everyone get on your nerves, then nursing might not be for you. Far as bedside nursing, because there is all parts. There is so many parts of nursing. It's so many parts of nursing. Oh my God. You don't always have to be a bedside nurse. And just to piggyback off of, your purpose in life, or knowing that you're making a difference in nursing. It's just like, for example, I had this patient who, well, it wasn't my patient. I was charged that night. I'm pretty sure I was charged. Yeah, I was charged that night. I was a charge nurse that night, and my one of my nurses had to admit a patient that was coding on our step down unit, because cardiovascular ICU has a step down unit that we send like all of our heart patients to that just had open heart, because those nurses are specifically trained for different things and could take like different machines if need be. So we had to admit the patient back. He was an LVAD patient, which is a left ventricular assistive device that goes into the left ventricle to help with output, but that's another video because I deal with so many machines, so many. But he had to come back because, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember the story correctly, he was very hypotensive. And with LVADs, it's not you can only, I'm not gonna say you can only, but you typically go by the map, because that's pretty much what they have is just a map. They don't have a diastolic and a systolic blood pressure. All you see is the map, which I have to get into in another video. But anywho, so we couldn't get the map greater than 65 at all. Right? We couldn't. It was so hard for us to get the map. It was just a whole bunch of stuff going on, and he was having like different signs of tamponading, which is when the sac of the heart is filling with fluid around it. In a nutshell. It's more to that, but in a nutshell. But anyway, it was just hard. He had signs and symptoms that he was. So he kept calling the doctors, because me and another nurse, we both was saying at the same time, like, it seems like he's tamponading. It's like something ain't right. Like, he seems like he is tamponading. So we kept calling the doctor that night, and he kept giving us pressors. And every time we turned on a vasopressor or a constrictor, any pressor that we turned on, we will max it out in like 5 seconds. Like, he would max it out. I'm like, this guy is tamponading. Like, we cannot keep this pressure up. So we kept calling. So finally we called surgery team. So surgery team came up to put in a central IV in his neck. So he was, when the physician got there to put, when the resident got there to put the central line in his neck, he was like, this guy, jugular is, because it goes in the IJ, it goes in internal jugular. He said it is dilated. He said it is no compressing, it is dilated. He is tamponading. So finally, at this time, it's almost time for shift change. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. So that's when our doctor come in and comes in or whatever and round. So we was telling them, we was telling the surgeon, who the only surgeon that does LVAS or whatnot, but we was telling him that, this is what we think going on. We had been calling a cardiologist all night about it, and he was just giving us pressors. Like, he really wasn't, to me, listening to us. To me, I felt as though we weren't getting listened to. But he came in or whatever, and he was like, he is definitely tamponading. He was like, getting ready for surgery right now. It's ASAP, we're going. So it's just stuff like that makes a difference in what you do. I mean, just knowing that you just made a difference with that patient, that you tried to save them, that your knowledge kicked in. Like, it's just a good feeling when you know that you're making a difference in a patient's life. So, sorry. So he rushed down to surgery. They did surgery. He came back. He lived for like a couple of days after that, but I just think that he was just too super sick to survive. But he did pass. But it was tragic. It was definitely tragic. So I have Mac. I use Mac. I use Mac almost 99% of the time. 1% of the time I use CoverGirl. No, not CoverGirl. Maybelline. What is that Maybelline called? I forgot the name of that Maybelline. But I use Maybelline Fit Me. Yes, that's what it called. Maybelline Fit Me. I use that sometimes, but 99% of the time I have MAC on my face. MAC does me good. And it's another thing that don't really keep me oily. And I don't keep it clean as usual, but you already know. This is the Match Master in 8.0. This is my shade. I have to change shades though because this is my summer shade. In the winter, I have to go, I think, to 7.5 in the wintertime, but summertime I use 8.0. And I just put it on the back of my hand. I just put it on the back of my hand. And then I get that same beauty blender. And then I use my MAC Prep and Prime. I got the mini because I had sales on the mini one time. So I got like a whole bunch of them. But I got this and I just spray my brush with it. And then I'll dip it in. A lot of money to be made in nursing. Please don't get into these videos that tell you that there is not nurses don't get paid a lot or there is not enough money in nursing. There is enough money into nursing to be made. You just got to know where to go, how to do it. Like I can do another video how I did it, because when I first got started off in nursing, when I first got started off in nursing, well, I externed in the cardiovascular ICU unit. I externed there because that's where I thought that I wanted to work. So I externed there, and then I did my practicum my last semester of nursing school. I did my practicum in the EC or the ER, whichever one. Some people call it emergency center, some people call it the emergency room, whichever one. It's the same thing. I did my practicum in there and I absolutely loved it. I was like, oh my God, I love the emergency room. But then I had to think about different things like, okay, so I feel like in the emergency room, you don't get to deal, I feel like you don't do a lot of your skills in the emergency room. Like a lot of your nursing skills. I feel like you patch the patient up, ship them off to wherever they need to go. If it's the EC, if it's the floor, wherever it is, I feel like you patch it up, you keep going. Like I can't tell you how many patients that I have gotten from the EC with not a lot done, and when they come up to me, I'm doing all of it. Like I'm doing all of the nursing care, any skills, anything. They can come up crashing and coding, and I'm the nurse that's gonna do it. Like in the EC, I feel like they patch them up, bring them to you. That's their job, to get them, and then they also get them at least somewhat stabilized and bring them to you. But sometimes their stabilization to me is as they're coding. I've got too many like that, but yeah. But so I love the EC, but then I was like, well, I will get all the skills that I need. Plus, I want to go to CRNA school, so I was like, I need to stick with CVICU so I can learn all the machines, how to take care of a heart, how to read different things for a heart, how to read different things for a index, and when you get your heart back, it's all types of things, all the machines, because CVICU, cardiovascular ICU unit, get every machine there is known to man made to that department. There is not a machine that doesn't come to CVICU. Unlike all the other ICU units, they don't get everything. They don't get ECMOs. They don't get LVADs. They don't get impellers. They don't get really balloon pumps. All that come to CVICU. And I was like, well, I get a lot of my experience there. So that's the reason why I stuck with CVICU. But I really I really loved the EC. So right now I'm about to conceal up under my eyes. I have the Pro Longwear Concealer by MAC. It's in the color NC50. And so I mix it with the Pro Longwear Concealer by MAC in the color NC42. So I mix these two together to make my under eye color. Oops. So I just mix it like this to make this color. And then I just put it up on my finger. It looks so much brighter on camera than it really is. But yeah. But to make my money, so my base pay, so I had a base pay. And I increased my base pay by all the differentials that I get. But my base pay sucked like hell. Sucked. Oh my God, sucked. So I stayed on the night shift. That was $3.25 added to my base pay. Then you get the evening shift, which is like $2.80. So I got evening shift because I started at 7 o'clock p.m. I work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So I got, as I talk to me, I sprayed some more of the Prep and Prime on my beauty blender, and I'm finna blend my under eye. But I got $2.80 for evening, $3.25 for night shift if, and then I became a WOW nurse. A WOW nurse is work on weekend only, so I work every Friday and Sunday, and then I work Monday. I was always off on Saturday because my kids have basketball games, football games, etc. So I would get off Saturday morning, stay up with them, or I get like an hour rest, stay up with them, take them to be at their games because my husband really pretty much took them, and I would just meet them there and, stay with them. But he used to let me get a couple of hours of sleep, and then when my middle son played travel football, I used to have to travel, so my husband would drive, and I would just go to sleep in the car because sometimes it'd be like, most of the time, like 2 hours away, and I would just sleep in the car. So this is the banana powder. I still use it, the Midnight Luxury Powder in banana, and I put that up under my eyes, and I use this wedge that you can get from the dollar store, whole packs of them, and I use that to set up on my eye. But yeah, I used to get sleep that way. But anywho, I got $5.50 more for just working on weekends. So I got $2.80 for evening. I got $3.25 for night shift diff, and then I got $5.50 for working on weekends. So that's how I increased my base pay to almost. So it's $5.50 plus $3, so that's $8.50 plus 25 more cent is $8.75 plus the $2, that's 10, so almost $11. So I went from $24.94 to 10 would be 34. So I was almost making $35 an hour. That's how I increased my pay. Let's see. So I'm going to contour my face. So I just use this brush right here. And then I'm telling y'all it's not clean, but it's sleek. I have had this for a minute. Tara Monet here on YouTube, when she first was doing her YouTube videos of makeup, she used to rave about sleek. That's how long I've been watching YouTube makeup tutorials, and I bought it. But yeah, this is sleek and medium. And I think it's a UK company. But yeah, that's how I increase my money. So there is money to be made in nursing. It's just how you are going to finesse it, pretty much. So If you can finesse it, you can make money in nursing. There is money to be made. I promise you there is. I'm just blending. So to set my entire face, I use this mineralized skin finish in dark tan by MAC. So I set my whole face with it. I don't discriminate. My whole face gets set with this everywhere. Oh, and also another pro is the schedule. The schedule in nursing is amazing because you do your 312s and you're off for 4 days of the week and you're done. You are done. But see, working as a wild nurse, I got to flip my days. Like, because the weekend considered for weekend shift is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if I wanted 4 days off, I would do, like, if I wanted to do anything, like if I wanted to take a weekend off and I didn't want to put in any pile, I used to switch my Saturday for another day. For somebody would switch with me, they'll work my Saturday, and then I will be off like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday starts a new week, so I'll be off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then just work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I was almost off a complete 7 days without putting in any power. I didn't put in any time for that. Only thing I did was switch one day. One day, that's all I did was switch one day. And I was off for 7 complete days. So the schedule in nursing is amazing. It is amazing. You could pretty much go on vacation without even putting in any time. Pros of nursing, and of course with any job there are cons. Cons I have is as far as like being stressed, being burnt out, feeling unappreciated. And you can feel unappreciated, and I don't like that, especially when you're doing everything you pretty much can for that patient and for that family member, and you still are unappreciated. And black liner on my beauty mark. This is my beauty mark, my mole, and it sticks out and it looks terrible, so I always just black it. And then I'm gonna line my eyes before I put on my lashes. But anyway, so I mean, sometimes that can be very stressful, very. Trying to get your patient together. But I mean, that's when your team comes into play. And sometimes at night, you don't have the best team. Sometimes you are the team, which is terrible. But yeah, you are. And I know that I touched on another con is money. I know I touched on it in my pros, but it can also be a con because of your base pay. The base pay will suck, but like I said, you got to know how to finesse it. You got to know certain things of how you gonna make that money. But I feel like, especially here in Georgia, especially in Macon, Georgia, this small town where I'm from, we're not gonna make a whole heck of a lot of money because of all these nursing schools. There are tons of nursing schools here in this vicinity, in this area, that I feel like we will never make a lot because there's always a nursing class that's going to graduate, that's going to take that small amount of money because they're trying to get the knowledge. They're just trying to be nurses. You know what I mean? So they're new nurses. So they're going to take whatever they can and then move along. But we will never make tons of money in this small town. Y'all, I still haven't perfected the wing. I mean, I still don't know how to do it, but I'd be trying though. Let's see. Another con in nursing is just giving bad news. Like, oh my God, I hate giving bad news to patients' family. That is terrible. Terrible. And as a nurse, you do it quite a lot. Like, you do it quite a lot. People think that that's the doctor's job. It is. But, baby, let me tell you this. You will do it before they will. Or you'll be in the room while they're giving the bad news, and you're pretty much you end up telling the patient family the bad news, because the way the doctor explained it to it, they don't know how to dumb it down in regular old terms what people can understand, that the nurse end up saying exactly what's going on in layman's terms. So it's I mean, you gonna always give it. It's terrible. I'm just contouring my nose with that sleek again. And I always start up here because this area can be dark, and then you bring your product down on your nose. And I don't contour heavily. I never have. Okay. I'm going to use, for blush, I'm going to use Raisin. It's not clean, guys. By MAC, this is matte blush in the color Raisin. You will not be able to see it because I don't keep my packaging clean. And I'm going to use this brush, this big fluffy brush, to use for my blush. Con is, I told you about the money, I told you about the base pay, and I told you about just giving bad news. Just, you know, when your patient's family member, when your patient's family member is being called in the middle of the night, I'm cleaning off my nose ring. Because they're coding in the middle of the night, so you got to call them, get them out of bed, come up. By the time they make it there, most of the time, especially in where I work in CVICU, they'll already be gone, and you tell them to hold on so you can get them cleaned up because the code was so messy. You got needles everywhere, you got blood everywhere. The room is just torn to pieces. So you try to clean all that up and get them all cleaned up, nice and clean, like it can look like they're sleep, like a nice peaceful sleep. So I try to have my patients like cleaned up real good, have their sheets changed, the top sheet changed, have them with their gown on, face clean. Everything looks like my patient is asleep. That's how I try to present my patient after they're cold and died and the family wants to see the patient. I do not like when people like let the family member come in and the patient has blood everywhere. That's just so traumatic. Like, why do you want them to remember their family member like this? I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that at all. But some nurses do. Preferably me, I don't do that. I try to get my patient cleaned up, unless the family is like adamant, like, I want to see him now, I want to see him now. Then yeah, but I haven't had a family like that because I actually talk to my family. When they come and buzz in, they'll wait at the desk, and I'll come out and I'll talk to them. I'll tell them what's going on, and I'll say I'm just gonna clean them up real good. It don't take me about 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes to clean them up, and then I'll let you come back and you can stay all night. You can stay how long you want until you're ready to let us take the patient down to the morgue. And then pretty much my family members, well, my patient's family member understand that. And I've never had a problem, but some nurses say they do, but I have never had that problem. It all depends on how you approach it. It all depends on how you talk to the family. I don't know. All right, so next I'm going to put on my lashes. So these are the lashes that I'm wearing. I got these off of AliExpress. They are so pretty and dramatic. But I love dramatic lashes. Usually I have my lash extensions done, but I haven't been in about 3 weeks, but I am going back probably this week. I'm gonna make my appointment. So I'm going to put on my lashes. Usually I put on highlight, but today I didn't want to put on any highlight. I just didn't want to today. go ahead and put my duo glue on. This is the glue I use for my lashes. I'm going to put it on and then sit my lashes to the side so they can get a little bit tacky, because I feel like that's how my lashes stick the longest, and it looks better that way. But there is a lot more pros in nursing than cons, and I'm glad I chose the field that I went, the career path that I went into. I mean, it's a great career path. There's so many opportunities. It's so many ways that you can grow as a nurse. It's just so much in nursing, and I love it. Like, it took me a while to get to that point to love nursing, but well, not to love nursing, but it took me a long time to get into nursing school and just finish and focus. Because it was a lot of things that happened in my life that I don't want to talk about, like different jobs, like good paying jobs, that I was like, bump nursing school. I'm doing this. But that's a whole nother video. I'll get into that. But yeah, I'm going to wipe off that lip injection. And I'm going to line my lips with Costa Rica. This is called, yeah. Costa Rich? I don't know, but here's the name of it. It's by MAC. It's a lip pencil. I'm gonna line my lips with it, but I kind of overdraw my lips a little bit. And I'm gonna use Honey Love by MAC. It's a little dark because I got that lip liner on it, but this is the lip color. Okay, so that's blended. My lashes aren't ready yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on my eyeliner. And this is by Urban Decay. It's their 24/7 Glide on eye pencil in the color Perversion. So this is this. I'm trying to pull my eye down without touching it. Alright. So that's that. So guys, this is a finished look. This is my makeup look. It's just to get ready with me. I'm about to go. Just a little chill day, whatever. So I hope you guys like the video. I think I feel a little cute today. But y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like this video. Make sure you comment. Make sure you go to all my social media handles. They will be down in the description box below. If you have any comments or any questions, just hit me up. I love answering nursing questions. I do that all the time. It's so many girls, so many nursing students always contacting me about nursing. So y'all, I'm very friendly. I'm very open. I give my honest opinion. I give you advice or anything like that. Just let me know. Yeah, so I'm about to go and have a little fun. All right, guys. See you in my next one. Peace.